got Veronica saying that it happens to her too. So you're not alone, Terry. And even a little taste here and there makes me want to eat more. Some of us, yes, Veronica, totally. And it's, you know, some of us are sort of extra sensitive and are triggered really, really easily with sweet taste. And it's something that we sort of have to accept about ourselves. You know, again, no judgment. It's not good or bad. It just is. And we need to react and act accordingly, you know. And my freedom from sugar comes from zero sweet tastes. That's what makes me feel happiest. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? And Katharina, you were saying it's the same for you too. So, you know, there's a bunch of us. I thought because they're healthy sweets, it's okay. But Netta made me realize that I have to cut them out totally. Right. And, you know, cut them out totally, not because Netta told you to with no context. But you're right, Katharina. It's because a little bit triggers you and sort of it makes a snowball effect. And if that's not what you want, then the solution is to cut them even lower and up to zero or down to zero. Yeah. And again, once you realize that this is the right way for you, that's where the freedom comes from of it. Sue, you're saying today you're very focused on sugar, but why no flour, grains, etc.? Yes, good question. So and I just asked, you're saying I just answered the question. So that's cool. Yes. You know, I sometimes sort of make the joke where I'm pretty public about being sugar-free and everyone's like, yay, she's sugar-free. And then I say, and I'm grain-free, you know, or carb-free or like processed flour-free. I mean, not carb-free, I eat plenty of carbs. And then people are like shocked. What? How can you? What's wrong with grains? They're like the base of our food pyramid. And you're right. And when people say, well, but whole grains, aren't whole grains good for you? Well, for me personally, no, they're not. First of all, they're not whole. 99% of the products that contain grains that are on our supermarket shelves or grocery store shelves are grains in the form of flour, powdered starch, powdered grains. Actual whole grains that you really have to chew, I can only think of steel cut oats as the only thing that is really whole grains. Even the bread that they sell with whole grains or even sprouted grains is still flour based. And of course, pasta is flour based and so on. So, or even oatmeal, it's all sort of processed grains. For me, my body doesn't react well to that. That was most of the source of the bloating and the cramps and the digestive problems I had was grains as much as sugar. But that's just me. Some people can cope with them quite well. Yeah. Barley sometimes, yes, can be whole. You're saying, Katharina, absolutely. Lentils, chickpeas, those are more pulses. But yes, what I do with them is I sprout them. I soak them and sprout them. Because of my digestion, just can't cope with them otherwise. But, you know, yes, that's fine. Also, for some people, it's fine. And for others, not so much. But most people, again, not everyone, most people find that their problem is the problem is not the food itself, it's their relationship to the food. And if they have a relationship where they just can't stop, they want more, they feel powerless, that's something to look into, whether it's sweet or not. Yeah, that's what I feel free from, that type of relationship.